2 years ago, my photojournalist Michael and I took the ferry from Onancock to Tangier Island. We spoke with locals about erosion and how weather impacts the island. Now we're back and we're following through on what's changed and how the weather continues to impact Tangier.
We've always been in the news for, us washing away the hardships that we might face by continuing to live here. But I feel like we've got plenty to offer. We've got plenty of nature. We'll go up here, we might be able to see some baby seagulls. And I believe just as much as us getting protection, I believe that they should be protected as well. We want to continue to live here and they shouldn't be forced to move elsewhere either.
That's Cameron Evans. He's a photographer, guide. He also happens to be the vice mayor of Tangier Island. He's not only trying to save the land eroding from his home, he wants to build it back and bring back more wildlife.
But you can look down here, but these are the eel grasses. This is where the crabs go in to shed. We got a lot of aquatic life here. The grass have actually came back pretty well.
This is my photographers and my second time on the island. Truly unbothered by the outside. The people here have a unique way of life and a unique way of speaking.
Whether you can hear my accent or not, it's Elizabethan, so it's Old English.
But to local wildlife, Tangier is so much more. Evans said it's a great place for birds because they have no predators like they would on the mainland.
So it's sad to see this washing away as well because it's forcing all these birds to move elsewhere. Throughout it all, we've continued to see life, living on these little bits of land.
We spent most of the day on Evans's boat. He showed us where the island is eroding away.
See right here, it's almost like a shelf. And you can see that's the base layer. This is a step up, and then right here is a step up. When the erosion comes, in your higher tides, it breaks more, of this area away. But on your normal tides, it continues to chip and chip away.
We also got to see how most people on the island make a living.
So these are hard crab pots. You can bait a hard crab pot. That's a pretty big Jimmy crab. So right now we're getting $200 a bushel for these, which is pretty good this time of year. There's an oyster toad fish. But here, if it's windy and rainy, you might not be able to go to work the next morning because, we live on the water, so that's where we get our money.
You've basically lived here your entire life
just
then?
about lived.
So how is it here living on Tangier?
I love it. I'm full-blooded Tangerman. Michael.
A Tangierman whose job is to keep the people here connected to the world outside. Bradley Thomas is the mailboat captain for the island. We caught up with him as he was unloading the mail. He goes back and forth between Tangier and mainland Maryland. Bad weather can make that journey difficult, but the job is crucial.
Had to have the mail boat because we bring most of the supplies to the island.
Whether you're a waterman, captain of a mailboat, tour guide, or a photographer, weather plays a huge role in the life on Tangier.
So one of the reasons why I became a photographer was to try to capture Tangier for what might go unseen. And I felt like somebody needed to document it. I have tried to document the island to my best ability and in hopes for future generations to be able to see, what I've grown up in, because it's sad, but it is changing, and if we don't get protection, that's just something that we'll be able to look back on.
As the island gets smaller and smaller, the hopes for its future continue to grow. Hopes for replenishment, for wildlife rehabilitation, and an understanding that life on the island is worth saving.
If somebody asked me what Tangier Island is or where it is, I'd say it's a small island in the middle of the Chesapeake Bay that's got a rich history.
April Loveland, News 3.
This is my 60-second show. I haven't missed a show yet.
500 years ago, artist and inventor Leonardo da Vinci dreamed of flight and made drawings of a flying machine.
Virginia Beach is back again.
But it wasn't until 1903 Wilbur and Orville Wright had overcame gravity and taught the world to fly. oriented north of town. Call start contact. 4 is contact.
For many kids, online gaming is a source of fun. And on many of those games, they're connecting with countless strangers. Wait, who's this?
It's Billy.
But there's no way to know if Billy is another kid or an adult predator, taking aim at manipulating, abusing, or luring your child away.
I'm Jessica Larche here at the famed Mango Bistro on Mellon Street in Hampton. It's only been open since 2016. But it's already become so iconic. They've earned a spot on the Hampton-themed Monopoly game. But the bistro is one of 8 businesses a group of 3 women created. And all of those businesses are right here in Phoebus.
A terrible incident. Do you want to just talk us through, please, what it is you've been able to establish about what's happened?
Yeah, so we know that the call for the shooting came in right around 10:15 local time here. We know police really haven't said the identity of the shooter.
There's no escaping smartphones, computers, tablets, and all of the apps that are downloaded on them. I'm Erin Miller, and I'm looking into the apps that parents should be aware of so you know who your kid could be talking to online.
It's been exactly 1 year since that massive fire at the Virginia Beach oceanfront. Here's a look at the video on July 11th, 2023. I'm Angela Bohan here at the Virginia Beach oceanfront following up on the progress, the rebuilding.
I'm Erin Miller in Virginia Beach, and let's say I needed help, but when I went to call 911, I had no idea how to describe to them where I am. That's where the What 3 Words app comes into play.
I'm Connor Hollingsworth here in Norfolk, and today we got a very special tour of one of USPS's sorting and delivery centers. Now, they wanted to show us all the cool new innovations they've made inside the center and outside when it comes to your delivery vehicles, replacing all the older models like this for the newer models like this one over here, which will hold more mail and will be safer to drivers out in Hampton Roads.